What do you think of when you think of radiology? Most people automatically think X-ray. Have you ever had an X-ray or radiology-oriented procedure? What is radiology exactly? Defined by Wikipedia, radiology is the branch or specialty of medicine that utilizes imaging technologies like X-rays, CT scans, and MRIs to diagnose and treat disease. These different imaging technologies are called modalities. X-rays, as seen in these next two views, are what most people think of when they hear radiology. This modality is referred to as projection radiography. These are known as plain or general and are developed on films such as a photograph. Larger facilities have advanced to digital radiography to save money and storage space. This is a view of a plain X-ray before it has been developed, which is developed by a CR reader. There are two standard X-ray tables. The one you see here is called a floating table and can be lowered almost to the floor. It is used mainly for very large or wheelchair-bound patients with limited mobility. The second table doubles with a fluoroscopy machine. Fluoroscopy is a special imaging process where the patient is given contrast dye and the images are displayed onto a TV screen, enabling real-time viewing of the specific area of anatomy as it happens. A pegostat, as seen here, is used to immobilize small children. This is called a bucky. Plain X-ray must have a plated grid for the X-rays to bounce off of. This is used when acquiring upper or trunk body shots due to the thickness of the area. Another modality of radiology are CT scans. There is a circulating camera inside the ring that takes 16 pictures every time it completes a circle. CT scanning is mainly used to detect abnormalities in the brain and skeletal system. Most commonly, views are taken before and after contrast dye. CT has acquired an axial view, which was described to me as slicing your body like a loaf of bread from front to back, and then pulling out a slice and looking down on it. This is an axial view of the abdomen. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you can see an organ there that with marble-shaped white dots. That is actually the gallbladder and is full of gallstones. This is a coronal view of the abdomen, which is a front view, front to back. Here is a sagittal view, which is a side view up and down. All these views are created from the axial view. The next two views are axial views of the brain. The first one is without contrast. The contrast shows up on the second view as white areas in the brain. Bone also shows up as white, which is what you see on the outside perimeter. Ultrasound technologists can be registered in the abdomen or cardiovascular. While ultrasound is still a modality of radiology, it does not use radiation, but instead high-frequency sound waves. This modality is most commonly used in obstetrics and to visualize soft tissue. They cannot see through air, liquid, or bone. Both technologists use color flow Doppler, as seen in these views, to distinguish between veins and arteries. The view changes depending on the position of the probe, showing a long or sagittal view. Cardiovascular techs use blood pressure bands with the use of a Doppler waveform machine in conjunction with ultrasound to do arterial studies which check for blockages in the upper or lower extremities. This diagram gives you an idea of what a lower arterial study would look like. The last modality I'd like to share with you is nuclear medicine. This modality is completely opposite of X-ray as the patient becomes the source. Radioactive isotopes are injected into the patient, making them radioactive. They are then scanned by a circulating gamma camera that detects the isotope and provides real-time imaging. This is a view of a Geiger-Müller counter which detects radioactivity. The demonstration of this was amazing, as there was no reading while the protective vial was sealed. However, in the next view, the vial was empty, but the meter went off the chart. These are radiation monitoring devices. Nuclear medicine technologists are required to wear both the ring and the badge as they handle radioactive material with their hands. A standard RT is only required to wear the badge unless she is pregnant, in which case they will wear an additional badge at waist level to monitor the baby also. These are checked and replaced monthly.